Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Wrestling is Cool podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast on the planet. I'm Santi, that's Sancho. You know what, Sancho? I feel like Jim Carrey when he received the nuclear notification that Hawaii was about to get hit by a nuclear bomb, and he's just like, okay, I suppose I will just sit here and take it. So, Sancho, I'm just going to sit here and take it. I know it's coming at some point. No, don't pretend like it's not just about to explode. Like you're not about to absolutely lambast me and make me feel already more terrible than I already feel about my Blue Jays losing the World Series. I just refuse to continue the show unless you just do it and get it out of the way. Sancho, I'm protesting. I'm done.
Enough, Santi. You need to sit there. You keep complaining. You're the kind of guy that goes out and moves the goalposts. What's next, Santi? You went to the Copa Colombia. Boom, loses. Canada. Boom, loses. Blue Jays. Boom, loses. My friend, you are running out of hats and jerseys to switch to. You keep trying to jump ship to ship like Paul Heyman, trying to find yourself another winner. But my guy, you're running out of ships to jump to, my dude. Before you know it, your little bolt up is going to bolt down forever. What's next, Santi? What's next, little Santiago? You got nothing. You're so stupid.
I'm just gonna find a different sport. I'm gonna find an Australian football team, and I'm gonna curse them. I'm gonna find a ping pong player. I'm gonna start rooting for them. They're gonna break their arm probably. Everything and everyone that I cheer for dies, Sancho. I can't have anything nice. There's never anything that goes my way when it comes to the world of professional sports, and I'm so angry, so upset about it. I don't even like baseball, bro. I didn't like it as a sport. It's like my fifth favorite sport. I just like the Blue Jays. I just wanted one good thing for the city of Toronto. I wanted one good thing for the Blue Jays. It's been too long, all right? We can't have anything nice. We had it. That was our game. And somehow the god said, nah.
There were so many bad, unlucky plays for y'all.
No, dude, it was designed for us to lose. Like there was a cosmic being, like the Watcher in What If in the Marvels.
Yeah.
That's like, he's like, it's not gonna work for me, brother. He refused to allow the Blue Jays to win that World Series. I am miserable, and I will never financially recover from this. Is this the world's smallest violin?
No, this is how close you were to winning. It was literally an inch.
I know.
He was that close. Yo, you know what? That entire World Series, I was like, I'm a Dodgers fan. Sure, I want the Dodgers to win, but I was like, I need Santi to lose. That was my personal dream.
That was my entire chat. My entire chat couldn't give a rat's ass about baseball, about the World Series. Half of them aren't even in a country that cares about baseball. I had people from the Middle East. I had viewers from Saudi Arabia. I had viewers from India. I had viewers from a couple from Korea. I had viewers from South Africa. I had a couple of viewers from Egypt that did not care about baseball. They just wanted to see me cry.
No, they were Sancho maniacs, brother. Sancho Mania Rising. They wanted to see me beat you. David beat Goliath. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to see you happy. They didn't want to see you rant. They didn't want to see your dumb little Blue Jay bit. Instead, your little Blue Jays turn into main event Blue Jays. 4 letters. What word? Lost. That's your own joke right in your face.
Okay. But after your last rant on the last episode, when you guys started winning the series, how nervous were you for the next episode had the Blue Jays won? Because I was I was considering taking a 1-day lesson of tap dancing to come on this show and tap dance on your grave. I was ready to pull out the bubbly, the champagne. I was about to buy cameos from WWE superstars and wrestlers and celebrities to roast your ass because the Dodgers lost the World Series. And all of that is out the window. I had a great bit. The content is gone. It would have been so good. It would have been so magical. But instead, no, I have to deal with you, the most obnoxious person to possibly be. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of this. You don't even care. That's the thing. You don't even care. Stop Soulja Boying. Stop cranking that Soulja Boy and Supermaning that hoe.
How long you been with her? You know you love me. You were looking forward to this day, Santi. You were looking forward to this day. Did you not get a good night's sleep because of this? Were you tossing and turning?
I've been like not just like losing sleep. I can't focus on work. Anytime I'm recording a YouTube video, I'm thinking about you and what you don't deserve and what you won on this Game 7. I even entered the lottery. They were doing a $25 million lottery for Canadian for Canadian fans watching the World Series. I entered it, didn't win. I was pretty bummed about that, you know?
You know what? This word that I'm looking for, it's actually a 5-letter words. Karma. That's right. That's what happens when you don't put your boy in the thumbnail, brother. That's right. This beautiful face.
I am never putting you on the thumbnail now. I want you to recognize this. Everything that, dude, you could have been nice about it. The Dodgers winning alone prevents you from ever getting on the thumbnail ever again. This is the Santi show moving forward. You're never getting on this thumbnail. I don't care what you do. You could solve world hunger and I'll still not put you on the thumbnail. There's literally nothing you could do to get you on the thumbnail now. Well, Santi, what if I get to 100,000 subscribers? The number's 10 million subscribers now, Sancho, and I know you're never getting that. You're never going to be on the thumbnail ever again. I will be vindictive. I will be petty. Everything about our relationship moving forward has changed, Sancho. Stop yeeting on me.
Oh, wait. Hold on. What? I don't even know what number are we at right now. What's the timestamp? Oh, the real show starts at 20 minutes. No, it doesn't. It starts at 0. That's right, baby. This is wrestling right here. This is Wrestling 101. You know what? The world is all about checks and balances, Santi. One man's present, awesome, happy moment is always met right behind with tragedy. And you want to know what's my tragedy, Santi? Do you want to know what's my pain?
What is your pain, Sancho?
Right here on my chest.
Where are you feeling it?
That I watched a Monday Night Raw where there's supposed to be a new landscape in the WWE, according to Triple GPT, right? We're supposed to have a new landscape, brother. And what's that landscape? Oh, it's CM Punk, the new World Heavyweight Champion, comes out, cuts his little corporate Punk promo. What a great night to be in. Granted, he said New Mexico, whatever they are, Rio Rancho. And I'm like, yay, Punk, let's see what you got going for. And then he lists his opponents that he loves. He says, there's badasses in that locker room that I can't wait to fight. There's superstars that I can't wait to tangle. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and go down this list.
Yeah, go ahead.
Names like AJ Styles. Okay. AJ,
Yeah.
right, pal, yeah. Yeet, yeah. Okay. Names like, oh, I want to go up against, give me another name.
Sheamus.
Oh, okay.
Yeet.
Okay. Names like
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio. Okay.
Yeet.
Yeah. Names like Finn Balor.
Yeet.
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 Names like JD McDonough. What?
Oh, man, I'm eating that. That'd be such a good match. Who didn't he name, Sancho? Who didn't he name?
L.A.
No yeet. Oh, man. Listen. Who's got it worse now, the Blue Jays or LA Knight? Because look, the Blue Jays might have been eliminated from the World Series, but I genuinely think that LA Knight has been banished to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow Realm. We kind of said it, right? We were like, yo, did he get in trouble for holding that sign? He doesn't get mentioned by Punk. There's not a mention of him at all on Monday Night Raw. And there's no visual at all of LA Knight to be seen on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Dog, listen, I'm the landlord of the Glaze Factory. I'm not. I don't own the Glaze Factory. I own the land that you're on. Hence, you're not on the thumbnail. You're on the YouTube channel, right? You're here on my property. I think I have to maybe suggest that you shut down the Glaze Factory, because I don't think that you're going to be able to pay the monthly mortgage on this. I don't think that you're going to be able to pay to continue to keep the Glaze Factory here. There's no revenue coming in right now. You got nothing. LA Knight might just be done with the WWE as far as you know. The Glaze Factory, Sancho, 4 letters, 1 word, dead. Just
start the show, the Rick and Monroe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling is Cool podcast, coolest wrestling podcast on the planet. You can, of course, be getting this episode 3 days earlier than everyone else over on patreon.com/SantiZap. Over there, you're going to get the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, the currently ongoing John Cena World Championship series, the currently ongoing Ryback series. You get the PLE reviews, like the Saturday Night's Main Event review was on there. Of course, upcoming PLE reviews will all be there as well, plus all of the series that we've completed on there, like the Undertaker WrestleMania matches ranked, the Royal Rumble matches ranked, and of course our match club that you guys get to vote on a weekly basis. So there is a tremendous amount of content there that gets uploaded on a daily basis. Thousands of hours worth of available content just for 5 smackers, 5 doubloons, 5 pieces of gum, $5 will get you all of the content. It is not gate kept by different tiers. $5 gets you anything and everything that the Wrestling is Cool podcast team produces. So go check it out. Patreon.com/SantiZap. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment, wherever it is that you can find it. Go check it out. I'm confident that you will fall in love with the content and the community. Sancho, let's get started here with the podcast. I do think we should start quickly by talking about LA Knight. We kind of said it last episode that LA Knight might have gotten in trouble. Like, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a corporate being dwelling within the WWE. I would be angry if one of the talent on screen grabbed a sign that belittled my decisions. We want LA Knight, not Jey Uso. I want to make sure that people understand that I'm saying this, putting myself in the shoes of a WWE executive. As a fan of LA Knight specifically, I loved it. I'm like, oh my God, that's about as LA Knight as it gets. But even me, somebody that's worked in the corporate landscape, like for many, many years before becoming a full-time content creator, I know that's the type of shit that gets you called up right into the HR room. That's the type of stuff that gets you in trouble. That is the type of stuff that gets you put in the corporate sidelines. So Sancho, as the number one LA Knight Glazer, I have to ask, do we think that it was holding the sign that maybe has put LA Knight in corporate jail for this episode of Monday Night Raw?
If he is not on the Survivor Series War Games, yes. If he is not in the John Cena tournament, if he doesn't advance, if he is in it because he was in the little package, sure, right? If he advances, he's not in trouble. But if he gets eliminated first round, he's in trouble. There's a problem. I've never seen this much pettiness in a Triple H era ever until this day. Can you name me another superstar that's been banished so hardcore when he still has momentum going his way? The only superstar that I could think of, Santi, is the Creed brothers. Okay? If you really pay attention to wrestling, you notice that everything as Santi has mentioned is a week by week basis. 1 second you're hot, 1 second you're moving all these things, then all of a sudden you're off. The Creed brothers, Santi, let's go ahead and go back in time. Hot, beating everybody, beating DIY, just running through the entire tag team division. But then they have a match against Judgment Day. The Brutus Bomb awkwardly lands on Damian Wepa King Priest. He gets hurt in that moment. And then the Creed brothers push, poof, disappear forever, gone. Sent to the Shadow Realm, as you mentioned. But what did LA Knight do? My man did nothing wrong.
The sign. Sancho, in your heart of hearts, okay, not even in your heart of hearts, in your dark corporate heart, if you are a WWE exec, would you not have been a little bit peeved off by what LA Knight did, as much as we loved it as fans? And
I'm sorry, this is LA Knight, the character. LA Knight is the most egotistical, bravado superstar that they have on the roster. This dude's a throwback to the Stone Cold era. This is the dude that refused the handshake of John Cena. This dude stands on his own business, and when he stands on his own business, it gets him in trouble. But it's the reason why we love LA Knight.
It's true.
He stands on his own business.
You're right. It's 100% the reason why we love LA Knight. It's also, I think, the reason why LA Knight is probably in hot water. And again, we're speculating here. We don't know anything, right? We're just looking from the outside looking in. It's possible that LA Knight was maybe just floating around, having a nice good old day in the sun in Logan Paul's pool. Yeah, maybe he had diarrhea today. Who the hell knows? But it just feels odd. That's all I can say. It just feels odd that LA Knight was literally nowhere to be seen on this episode of Monday Night Raw at all whatsoever. I think you're right. If he's not in this War Games faction, that's clearly going to be Team CM Punk versus Team Vision. I think he's cooked, brother. I don't know what the prospect for LA Knight moving forward is.
I had the feeling, and the entire Raw for me was ruined. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I hated that episode of Monday Night Raw. Granted, there's some good highlights, but I was like, this is so awkward, Santi, because it's not that he wasn't there, because there's times wrestlers are not there. It's just the fact that he wasn't mentioned on that list. That's the most crucial list you could really think about, because CM Punk is putting over the men's locker room. He's putting over the entire brand of the WWE to say, like, hey, these are my guys that I consider worthy. But it's so odd to add on top of that, Santi, was during that qualifier for Saturday night's main event, he goes, oh, I'm hoping it's you. And he looks at LA Knight and he's like, I'm hoping it's you, buddy. And he even says it in the broadcast on commentary that it's hoping it's LA Knight, that he could see a great match. And we didn't get it. And instead, we got slop on Saturday night's main event, a 20-minute sloppy match. And you're telling me that Jey Uso is a better pick over LA Knight? And let me say this. Before you start typing away in the comments, I understand, like, well, I'd rather have Jey Uso lose to CM Punk than have LA Knight lose to CM Punk. That's not the point. I just want a seat at the table, brother. LA Knight's not even in the building. He's not even, he's banned from the restaurant.
Yeah, you can't complain about LA Knight being put in a position to lose when he's not in a position for anything. You know, he's not in a position for anything. I'm with you. I would have much preferred LA Knight. I've been very vocal about that, both on the podcast and on my YouTube channel. Alas, it was Jey Uso. Alas, it was indeed a very sloppy match, a very stressful match there at the end, because in the last 5 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I think Jey Uso might actually win this thing. Like when he had that crucifix pin deep in on CM Punk there towards the end of the match, I actually thought the match was over and that they were going to set the world ablaze and give the World Heavyweight Championship to Jey Uso. But yeah, the LA Knight situation, man, I think it's funky. I think he's probably in trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the Survivor Series team. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the John Cena tournament. Everything about his booking has just also been weird, even in the lead up to this. I got next. You know, it doesn't matter who wins the World Heavyweight Championship because you're just holding it for me. I got next. What happens like 20 minutes after that? He goes on and loses to Braun Breaker. He you don't got next, bro. You're like 3rd, 5th, 17th in line at this point.
I know people are going to say it's like, well, the WWE wants you to miss him. The WWE wants you to call for him, to ask for him, to chant for him, to politic away for him. That's not happening. This is different, man. This is not manufactured whatever, you know? And you could look at the tea leaves and go like, who was treated this way, the same way? Karrion Kross was. All of a sudden, Karrion Kross just started disappearing. And I know they could set up later on that CM Punk goes, oh, I need your help, LA Knight. But I don't know, man. It just felt weird. It just felt like a weird thing, because who did they slot in to who's supposed to be the LA Knight character in this whole entire story for Raw, which I was hoping Dom and Ray should have closed Raw after seeing that segment. That was amazing. They put Logan Paul, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, let's jump into that. Logan Paul is back in the WWE. He confronts CM Punk, kind of putting himself in line for the next up at bat for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Vision comes out. They shove Logan Paul. They beat up Logan Paul like pretty badly. Tsunami, everything. You see how he when he got pushed, he hit the back of his head on the siding of the ring. That was pretty scary looking.
On the LED.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, Logan Paul seemingly turned babyface. And the world rejoiced. The world was good for it. Yes, brother. Well, we've all been wanting a Logan Paul babyface turn. Yes, brother. They were expecting one of us in the wreckage. Logan Paul is a babyface. The greatest decision that WWE made. And then they ruined it, Sancho, by having him turn heel 2 hours later, going full Big Show. Heel, babyface, heel, babyface, heel, babyface, heel, babyface. Yeah, man. Logan Paul seemingly joins the Vision. Which, okay, I got a couple of things to point out. Okay, whether it's temporary or long term, either one of. Why? I ask this because of what happened literally to start the night. What logical, rational man gets his ass beat, gets tsunamied, gets his head bashed in, gets destroyed, and then by the end of the night is like, yay, let's be friends. I don't know. I don't get it. Doesn't really seem to make a tremendous amount of sense to me, especially if Logan Paul's motivations were initially to get a World Heavyweight Championship shot. I don't know. It seems odd. That aside, now we have to start begging the question, is this short time, or is this long time? Are we here for the long term here, Sancho? Is this a Bronson Reed joining Temu Bloodline like last year for a month before he shattered his ankle? Or is this Logan Paul permanently joining the Vision? I'll pass that over to you. Is there a scenario you prefer? Is there a scenario you're expecting?
I think this is just a substitute for Seth Rollins. That's what it is. They just need another body to be in the war games that they have. Now, clearly the Vision is the one that's advertised because they're on the poster now. So that's going to be the big thing. And they're going to need a body that's athletic, and Logan Paul fits that void. And if you really want to think long-term, if you want to book that way, he is the future, the WWE, nor if you like it or not, he's going to be a part of it. Well, I just wish he was more part of it now in the present to be able to fill out these stories that he's been part of. He can't just be in a program, then just leave weeks later. Granted, I know he got married was the last thing he did before, but my point is if he joins the Vision, I think it works. I think if you ask me why he gets beaten up and joins later, it's because Paul Heyman's a very convincing guy. He's like, hey, man, we see you as part of the future. We are the Vision. We are the future. I could help you be a heavyweight champion or a world title holder at some point. And that's why he gives Paul Heyman the brass knuckles to say, yes, I will join you. Because Logan Paul's character is not the singular dude. He's not the guy that's the maverick as he likes to be. He's not the kind of guy that's going to stand on his own like a Stone Cold or like an LA Knight. He's going to be the guy that tries to get ahead. He's going to try to use people to get ahead, but I don't see him turning on Paul Heyman here. Does that make sense? I don't see this. It's a temporary alliance for Survivor Series. Maybe it lets him to get a match with CM Punk later down the road, because that's clearly what's happening here. He wants a match with CM Punk. If he has to help out the Vision to get to CM Punk, he will do that.
Sure. Okay. If that's the logic, enemy of my enemy type of deal. I don't know.
Again, I don't care. You understand? This is an LA Knight fan coping. All right. You're asking me to care about Logan. It should be LA Knight in this position. Because you know why? Because that's where the drama is. LA Knight and CM Punk have had this feud for how many weeks, Santi?
Yeah. No,
how many weeks?
Like 8 weeks.
Months, weeks. And who's been feuding with the Vision the longest?
Literally
since the beginning.
LA Knight. Yeah, since the beginning.
LA Knight. Are you telling me that CM Punk is going to go to LA Knight and have an epiphany and say, oh, wait, there's this one dude I didn't name in the top of my head that could help me. Oh, LA Knight can help me. No, it's going to have to be LA Knight that inserts himself into this War Games. But why would LA Knight care to help insert himself into this? Because he wants to get CM Punk. Unless, Santi, they're going to do that trope of will they, won't they be friends? Once again with CM Punk and LA Knight. But I pass the ball back to you. Number one Logan fan, prime hat wearing, humble, reactions, content, wrestling creator, man that was on the Chris Van Vliet show, the man that was already featured once again in the CM Punk winning the world title on Monday Night Raw, Santi.
But what's the question? You passed the ball over to me for what?
Logan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it was a hilarious troll, right? AJ Styles, wah, Sheamus, wah, JD McDonough, sure, okay. Dominic Mysterio, woo. And then, hey, yo, humble. What me so humble? Dude, I was cackling laughing because that is the funniest way to piss off the entirety of the internet wrestling community. I knew that Twitter was going to be set ablaze by it. I knew that the general consensus of having CM Punk feud with Logan Paul was just in general going to be negative because to a degree, I kind of get it. You know, CM Punk being a world heavyweight champion, we don't have many of these left, right? I think that's fair to say.
Might be his last one. Yeah.
And this one here, the writing on the wall says it won't even be very long because you got Braun Breaker like right there. So when he's listing off all of these names, it just kind of reminded me of like, oh my God, dog, since CM Punk has returned, we've only gotten to really see him feud with like 3 people, Gunther, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre. We haven't really seen much else out of CM Punk's tenure in the WWE.
And John.
And he is listing off all of these names and boom, like a light bulb just went off. Like, oh my God, yes. All of these things are now a possibility for the World Heavyweight Championship. All of these matches, all of these feuds that we've yet to get from CM Punk from his return in the WWE are back on the table. And then Logan Paul's music hits, reminding you that, nah, fans, you're not in control. We're in control. The machine, the WWE.
Triple GPT.
Yes, sir. Triple GPT. And out comes Logan Paul and just crushes dreams, which is so funny to me because that's such a perfect role for him to be in. That is such a great way to further make him into this unlikable, despisable heel that just keeps taking away opportunities from all of these guys that you would prefer. You're sitting here whining and crying like a little girl because of it, which proves to you it worked. It works. You're getting razzle dazzled by Logan Paul, brother.
Why is the WWE has this logic now? If you're the first one to come out to the ring, you're the number 1 contender.
What? Okay. And I thought that was hilarious that Logan Paul's like, I came out here first. Should have put a little bit of pep in your step if you really wanted it.
No, it's the same thing they did with the United States Title Open Challenge because Frazier made it to the ring first and Ciampa couldn't get a match. Look, dude, I get Logan's character. I get why he's there. But the thing is, it's hilarious because CM Punk's like, no, anybody but
was
you.
So funny, dude. He turned into the Michael Scott meme. Oh, God, no, please.
Oh, Michael Scott versus Toby. Book it.
Book it. I would be way more on board with this, Sancho, if I was expecting a long reign out of CM Punk. Right? If you were expecting 6 months to a year out of CM Punk, I would be like, hell yeah, man. Give me a Logan Paul feud. That's fun. But I get people's hesitation and dislike over this because we don't have a lot of time with CM Punk as World Heavyweight Champion. At least we're expecting that it won't be a long time. And because of that, we are going to have to sacrifice the names that CM Punk listed off for a Logan Paul feud, which will probably be followed by a Braun Breaker feud where CM Punk loses the World Heavyweight Championship. And then thus, poof, all of those magical matches and feuds that CM Punk listed are gone. All stolen away by Logan Paul.
Do you feel like, I know you mentioned it, you kind of hinted at that this is CM Punk's like probably last legit run with the title. Like he could go, if they're going to make him go far, this will probably be his last big run. Hurrah. Because he's going to get up against it. Like we mentioned before.
Yeah, are you asking me?
Because he's injury prone. There's no way you could waste this last. For me, I think this is his last big title run, and you can't waste any opportunity for him to have silly feuds because he needs I think he needs to hold the belt to Mania, man.
Well, that's Does he hold it to Mania though? Right?
He should.
I
It's CM Punk.
don't disagree. I don't disagree. It's just when I see the writing on the wall, when you literally have the storyline being told that Braun Breaker has been patient and now he's been unleashed, right? It's like the suppression of Saturday night's main event is over. We're back to canon, back to Braun Breaker going after the World Heavyweight Championship. To me, like, where does that road lead to? Like, realistically, logically, in your mind, can they hold that off until WrestleMania? Do you even want it to be Braun Breaker versus CM Punk at WrestleMania? I'm not particularly enamored by that idea either. So if it is going to be Braun Breaker as the next World Heavyweight Champion, my money is in it happening before WrestleMania. My money's on it happening in Saudi Arabia. Another like big show that WWE will probably wants to have a big moment happening in.
I'm sorry, brother. Have you not paid attention to yourself on Monday Night Raw? What do you do during the moments of Monday Night Raw? Okay, you haven't been paying attention. You haven't seen the 8, 9, 10 ads for WrestleMania. Little feet on the ground, little poker chips, boom, boom, boom. Little looking at the camera. These superstars playing poker. Do you see Braun Breaker there? No,
you're right.
CM Punk is there, Roman's there, Cody Rhodes is there, and Brock Lesnar is there, my guy. Those are the people that are going to be main eventing. They're already showing you the main eventers for WrestleMania. They're advertising the people that will be there, the people that are ready to put it on the line. You know, Vegas has a tail, and Braun Breaker's not part of that tail, dude. That's just the fact, man.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Absolutely, I do get where you're coming from. I still think Braun Breaker is going to win the World Championship somewhere between now and WrestleMania, though. I see that being the case. He might not be at the table, but the last couple of WrestleManias, the World Heavyweight Championship has been minted and been part of the ecosystem, and in neither of them has it been part of the main event of either of the main events. It didn't main event last year with Gunther and Jey Uso. It didn't main event in WrestleMania 40 because that was Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. So you can absolutely picture a world where Braun Breaker is the World Heavyweight Champion and he's not the main event of WrestleMania at WrestleMania 42. So I think that everything that you're saying and Braun Breaker going into WrestleMania as champion could all still be true all in the same universe. Because I'll pitch you a match, right? I'll pitch you a match. Let me hit
it out of the park like Shohei Ohtani did. I guess all right, go ahead.
Braun Breaker versus Gunther World Heavyweight Championship. Does that main event either night of WrestleMania?
No,
but I bet you that's a match on the table.
Go ahead.
I think that's a match that's on the table. All right, Braun Breaker versus Obafemi World Heavyweight Championship. Here's the spoiler. All of them are going to be ball because of what you said there. The guys at the table, unless that's a fatal four-way that takes up one of the nights of WrestleMania main events, those combination of the guys playing poker, that's our 2 nights of main events in some capacity. And the only way that I see the World Heavyweight Championship being part of this is if CM Punk retains until WrestleMania. But when you look at how things are currently laid out, can you confidently say that you see CM Punk retaining until WrestleMania? Because I don't. This story of Braun Breaker being our next World Heavyweight Champion just seems inevitable. And like I said, he can win the World Heavyweight Championship without going into any of the main events of WrestleMania.
But wait, there's more. You're forgetting about the other guy that's there, Paul Heyman. What's the tying route to everybody in that table almost besides Cody is they're all Paul Heyman guys. So Braun Breaker could join that table if he's the next Paul Heyman guy. And even if can Logan be a Paul Heyman guy?
Well, there's no Bronson Reed in there. Where's Curtis
Paul?
Axel? He's a most famous Paul Heyman guy of all.
Where's Ryback?
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah.
I'm asking, where's Heidenreich?
Dude, by the way, Ryback is the Forrest Gump of wrestling. I will say this. You know what episode I watched recently in the Ryback in review? Team Cena versus Team Authority.
Oh my God, he was in that.
Survivor Series 2014.
Oh, yeah, he was
and
in that.
Ryback was a part of it. And guess who debuts at the end of that match when Triple H is putting Dolph Ziggler down? And he's putting Seth Rollins' body on it, and the crooked ref comes in. 1, 2. Whose music hits? Caw-caw! Caw-caw! It's Sting, baby. Ryback was there for the debut of Sting in the WWE. Brother, if he's not the Forrest Gump of wrestling, the debut of the Shield, the debut of the Stinger, the debut of Stardust, like, come on, brother. This dude is everywhere, man. Feed me more. Meat on the table.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Life's like a box of chips, according to Ryback. Dude, Ryback knows us, man. He knows what we're doing.
Dude, anytime he comments on any of our stuff, he's like, he says his point, and then he's like, go check out my supplements. Which I love, by the way, as somebody that promotes things. I think it's hilarious. As somebody that promotes and is in the online space promoting things, I'm like, get your bag, Ryback, wherever it is that you can get it.
Will Santi ever have his own supplements?
Nah.
I mean, why not?
Nah, I'm just a supplement. Supplement companies and margins are garbage.
Fair enough, but what kind of supplements do you look for? Like, I know there's a lot of people who listen to this podcast that want to be thick like you. They want to have those thick muscles. They want to have those big bulging biceps. They want to have that meaty of a neck. They want that. What do you recommend? Like, what do you tell the people to look for?
I mean, like, literally, like, the only, like, supplements, like, worth their weight is protein and creatine. Like, almost every other supplement, aside from, like, vitamins and stuff, just aren't particularly worth it, in my opinion. You got to go beyond the traditional supplements if you want, like, real results. And I'm not even saying the juice. I'm not even saying roids. There's other, like, things like peptides that are injectable that are not like roids or anything like that are incredibly beneficial to many aspects of your health and bodybuilding. But, like, in terms of, like, if you're young and you're, like, looking for the powders, right? The magic powders, right? It's literally just protein and creatine. Don't bother or waste your money with anything else.
Should you get like basic creatine? Like, do you like, what if they have like something on top?
Yeah, there's like monohydrate. No, basic creatine. There's different types of creatine, and really the only difference is that like some help like make you retain more water than others, right? So look for like monohydrate creatine, things like that. Yeah, creatine's creatine, bro. It's like the most researched supplement in the history of humankind. It is known to work. And protein is protein. It's literally like a macronutrient that is required for muscle building. Those are like literally the two real non-snake oil things in supplement stores that are powders that work.
Go on, give me some Santi cream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
you want that Santi cream? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, like come on, dude. Let's go ahead and get that Santi oil and put it in a package and sell it, baby. Because you know why? Because I'm struggling here in the Glaze Factory, okay? I need something else to produce. I'm thinking about leasing out the space for the Glaze Factory. You know who I'm going to lease it to?
Who are you going to lease it to?
Rusev for Rusev Juices, baby. That's right. Coming on down the line. Rusev Juices, because Rusev Day is juicing, baby. It is getting me hype.
I just see him in he's coming in to clock in for a shift at Rusev's Juices at a dead factory, and he has leased out an office space within the LA Knight Glaze Factory, and he's just there churning away, juicing away for all his fans.
Juicing and providing while we are going under, we still survive. Someone asked me in my chat, do I have to look for unemployment, considering that like a lot of people are employees of the Glaze Factories? Like, they're worried. I understand. I know the Spirit Halloween season's already gone, and people were like, oh, we could have made a couple extra scratch by giving our offices to Spirit Halloween, but nah, we're gonna be fine. Okay, we're gonna pop up on SmackDown. All right, LA Knight's gonna be back on SmackDown. Everything's gonna be fine. All right, don't have to worry about anything. All right, don't have to sell anything. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Remember when like 5 months ago everybody was like, oh my god, LA Knight needs to leave SmackDown. He needs to go to Raw. His career's done if he stays on SmackDown, and now he's on Raw. Oh god, he needs to leave Raw. Brother, when are you gonna get to the point where you say he needs to leave the Fed?
he can't leave the Fed, Santi. Where can he go? His wrestling style is not AEW. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
just
You're right. You're right. You're right.
It is not he could cut a promo on AEW, sure, and it'd be different. I mean, he's been great when he was on Impact. The only places the king can go is TNA. And who runs TNA right now?
WWE, basically.
Ain't gonna be him. I'm sorry. I'm just worried. Rusev Juices is gonna save us, but I'm also worried about Jey Uso. There's concerns I have with Jey Uso. I'm not here to hate on Jey Uso.
Yes, you are.
Just
say it.
No, I'm not.
You are a hater. You are drinking the haterade.
No. I'm concerned. That match at Saturday Night's Main Event, that was not the crispy Jey Uso.
That was bad.
It was it was bad. And I know people already figured it out, but when I was watching live, there was like 2 moments that we all dissected. Is the neck breaker, the thing where he sandbagged it and CM Punk got up and just bopped him on the head, like receipt tapped him to say, wake up. And then the water bottle moment after hitting the GTS and Jey Uso's on the outside. Why would your opponent splash water on you and throw you in the ring? Clear as day that CM Punk was frustrated with Jey Uso that match. Like, you got to understand, CM Punk understands the gravity of the situation. Like, he's going to be champion, and this is the match that will bring him a champion to the WWE, and it's going to be an actual run, right? He understands the moment. Saturday Main Event. And then Jey Uso just not show up. It just feels like he doesn't show up in that match at all. And now here we are again. Jey Uso is still in the picture. I don't think the WWE is going to throw him away at any point. They're not going to shove him into the shadow realm. But it's clear as day is that they told Jey, brother, we're going to do something big with you, and you need to be ready. And there's always that moment when they tell him you need to be ready, he has a setback. And I think Saturday's Main Event was a setback for him.
I have the solution for Jey Uso. I know how to fix this. All right. I feel like things are kind of starting to cool down with Jey Uso. The way to heat them back up is, sure, let him be part of War Games. Maybe he takes the L at War Games, and then you start to tell the story of him rising back up, and then you have him win the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row, and then you take him to WrestleMania where he faces Gunther again, and then he wins the World Heavyweight Championship by sleeping Gunther, and then Sancho, look at me. We do it all.
All right.
Dude, the Jey Uso experiment's over. It's over. It's done. They tried. Here's the thing, though. Like, Jey Uso's story can still be told. It just doesn't need to be near the World Championship. Like, where was Jimmy this episode? Why is that not being continued here in some capacity? That's where I want to see Jey Uso. I want them to continue to dissect this story. I want to see where it goes. I want to see the familial relationships being deteriorated from these guys that are so deep ingrained in family. What happens when that gets put to the test? That's interesting. That doesn't require the world title. That doesn't require him winning Rumbles. It doesn't require main events. It requires good timing on the card. It requires matches. It still requires him to be able to cut a promo. But I feel like all of that is far more digestible than what they've been trying with Jey Uso. Would you agree with that at least?
I'd rather see him with Roman and Jimmy than CM Punk.
Yeah. Like the combination with CM Punk, even right now for this War Games thing, like if you wanted me to believe like this Jey Uso change of demeanor, like, why is Jey Uso partnering with CM Punk after losing? He should be angry. He should be bitter. He should be like, no, I'm done. I'm focusing on myself. I'm not getting in the way of any more bullets for anybody. It's the reason why I wasn't ready for you the first time, Punk. I'm gonna go do my own thing. And then his brother Jimmy's like, hey, what are you doing? You're not helping the good guys. Yeah, but you could have done all of that stuff. But no, we're right back here, where it just sort of feels like Jey Uso is just sort of there when we know the greater story for Jey Uso is elsewhere. It doesn't require the vision. It doesn't require any of this stuff that he's currently surrounded in. That's all. He did have the little conversation with Paul Heyman. Is there anything to dissect there? Like, are we getting a Jey Uso, Paul Heyman alliance?
See, but that's the point, though. When we get to the most interesting part with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso, we're like, are you like buying it? after being sold to CM, after seeing Saturday Night's Main Event, after seeing the opening with CM Punk, after seeing the backstage with CM Punk, and then you get to that moment with Paul Heyman that where it absolutely matters because he's like being recruited and Paul Heyman's like, you need to, like, what are you doing? You need to stay out of our business. Where do we go from there, right? Where do we go from this guy, this character who's saying, like, I need to listen to myself, and he just tends to just keep defaulting to what he normally does, like you mentioned. Like, where do we go for this Jey Uso? I think he needs to go away for a bit just so we can miss him.
Isn't that what's happening with LA Knight?
No, that's different.
I know.
He's not being booked to go away. He's being shunned. I'm a shun. Shun, 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 shun.
Unshun. LA Knight, can you come into work? We need you to do the job. Shun. Well, I guess this kind of begs the question now about War Games and like the teams that you see forming here. I think it's fair to assume an alliance here with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul at a minimum, and then Jey Uso and CM Punk at a minimum on the babyface side of things. That's traditionally War Games is 5v5. They have done 4v4 before, but let's try and think about it being a 5v5. Who else do you add here for the heels? Because the big rumor mill over the last couple of months has been the addition of Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory to this. Do you buy that? I'm more willing to buy Brock Lesnar because of the Paul Heyman connection.
You think they're going to be popping bottles?
I be popping bottles. Sparkles and champagne.
I'm sorry, dude. When you said the alliance, I thought of The Office. What was that? The whole park where they had the alliance or the people in the park with JD Vance, the Vance of
it's like they're like the big four of the Scranton Four or something like that.
The Scranton Four. So that you're asking me who's going to be part of the main event Scranton Four of them? Who's going to join? The thing is like it's more of the problem I have is with War Games, dude. After I watched Survivor Series 2014 and how great you were able to build mini feuds, mini stories, build up a character like Dolph Ziggler by having that long run, show the domination of the Authority. Like you had storytelling told within the match and it works so well. And then it climaxes into the Authority about to lose, Dolph Ziggler about to beat Seth Rollins, and then in comes Triple H with J&J Security, and they stop Dolph Ziggler, and then all of a sudden Sting comes in, right? Look at all the threads that you could pull from that. Whereas War Games, the match doesn't start until everybody is in, dude. And it's just like handicap matches, and then finally it gets to the 5v5, and that's when the match starts. And then the match is like so freaking long. I'm like, my head explodes by the time we get to like, okay, now I can start finally paying attention to what's actually happening. And I don't think a Brock Lesnar is going to work well in the War Games because he's the ultimate, he's OP. He's too OP. He's going to come in and just destroy anybody when he walks in the cage. And the match is going to be over soon thereafter because he can't go that long. It's not a match for the older wrestler, aka CM Punk barely survived the last War Games. I'm just not excited for War Games in general. You have to add in younger people. If you add in that Austin Theory guy, sure. But Austin Theory's there to just die at War Games if he's there. You know what I mean? He's there to get the JD McDonough RKO'd off the top rope type of top of the cage type of thing. You don't feel this dread that we're having to force this mismatch, hodgepodge booking into a War Game scenario?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. This feels like a year they could have just not done a War Games match. Neither the men's nor the women's side of things is there something going on where I'm like, oh man, I wish William Regal was around to yell War Games. You know, like it does sort of feel like they're just doing it because, hey, it's the gimmick PLE, and we gotta find a way to do War Games, even if it's just hodgepodging things together, aligning the vision with Logan Paul, which makes, again, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, as funny as I think as it is, as entertained as I'm going to be by it, because I'm confident that Logan Paul being in the same room cutting promos with Braun Breaker is going to be funny. It's
going to be funny, yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. That's the thing. It just doesn't make sense from a narrative perspective for me. It just sort of feels like you're kind of alluding to here. They're here for the zip line, right? They're here for the War Games match. They're kind of forced to put all of these guys and girls together when right now the year and the storylines just doesn't really warrant it. I think the Seth Rollins injury to me really threw out this notion that they gotta do War Games this year for the men, but here we are. They're still gonna pull the trigger for it. So now we gotta try, hopefully wish for the best in terms of who we get in here. Like, you just listed the problems with like just the heels, right? Like Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory. What about the baby faces? What about like Cena? It doesn't look, because we're going to talk about it later, it doesn't look like Cena and Dom is running at Survivor Series War Games. What do you do with Cena? I'll tell you right now, this is something that I said on my post show with Denise. Keep Cena away from this match. What a dangerous match, both in terms of stipulation and in terms of the amount of bodies that are in there. What is the number one injury for an offensive lineman? It's his own teammate rolling on the back of his ankle and causing high ankle sprains, causing broken ankles, ACL tears. It's usually incidental damage of just so many bodies being around them. That's the type of injuries that can happen in a War Games match. Do you want to risk putting Cena in there 2 weeks out from his retirement match? I don't want to. I don't. I certainly don't. I think it would have been much safer to put Cena in a different environment, but now I have to start considering, like, is Cena going to be in the baby faces? Is the story here, Sancho, going to be Brock Lesnar getting pinned by Cena to do the little good job, Cena, you finally conquered the beast before your retirement match, all that stuff,
but,
right?
Yeah, but that only works in the Survivor Series elimination style. It doesn't work in War Games.
It can. Actually, it works harder in War Games, I would argue, because if Cena pins Lesnar, it wins the whole match.
For sure, but how you can get rid of the 8 other bodies in that ring?
Well, they do.
They're just going to get thrown out of the ring. They're just going to go bye-bye and have Cena and Lesnar be the ones that are standing. That's the only way that moment gets built so properly.
Sure, I agree. Like, everyone needs to be down. It's a pile of corpses, and it's Cena and Lesnar standing tall, and then they go toe-to-toe, and that's the finish of the match.
They break the middle of the ring, and they make all the ropes are down, and it's just a cage and just a flat mat.
Okay, first of all, that's hype.
Right,
first of all, that's hype.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's just so many questions regarding this War Games match. I'm concerned about Cena being in it. I'm concerned about Cena being put in this situation. I am.
Poor little Cena. You know what? I feel concerned if I was a ticket holder in Boston right now.
Yes.
I was holding on to a Monday Night Raw last appearance for John Cena in Boston. You know why, Santi? Because I'm looking at that card. I'm like, oh, dude, this is a really cool card. You got 75 Carat versus Raquel Rodriguez for the world title. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
We're going to see that. Hell yeah.
Women's tag match.
Women's tag match. Hell yeah. It was versus Kabuki Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're going to see that. All right, cool. Let's see. John Cena tournament. Oh, John Cena tournament's going to start. Oh, hell yeah. Who do we got there? The Wepa King versus Rusev? Oh, yeah. All right. Wait. It says John Cena segment. John Cena last time, and there's no verses here for John.
Well, you don't know. Hang on. It could be an impromptu match.
There's no picture with John. John's by himself with a big ass logo. It says last appearance in Boston. And
Sancho, 5 gifted. 5 gifted.
How much did I pay for this match?
5 gifted. I think he has a match in Boston.
That has to last longer than 8 minutes.
No,
I don't want no Eric
Rowan. That's not how this works. You're out here complaining that he doesn't have a match. I'm presenting you the opportunity to make some cold, hard cash on it. I am giving you the opportunity, 5 gifted subs on Twitch if Cena doesn't have a match. And I'm taking the much far less likely outcome that he has a match. And because of that, you need to give me the odds, which means if it is a 3-second match, it counts because I'm already taking the thing that's least likely to happen. You need to give that to me. That's how gambling works.
I feel like my kids right now. You know, sometimes when you have kids, and you all know this, if your parents out there, you know, yeah, you could buy them a gift, you can buy them awesome things, you can buy ice cream and something. You're trying to buy me ice cream and buy me a gift, but you know what I want instead of 5 gifted? I just want to play one match with you in Fortnite.
Like against me or play with me?
With me together.
How long?
I knew it, Dad. You never want to play with me, Dad. I knew it. I'll take the 5 gifted.
All right, 5 gifted.
I knew it, Dad.
Well, it was like, hey, how long does the match have to be? How long does the Fortnite stream have to be? All right, 5 gifted. I think he has a match. We'll shake on it. My logic is he had a match in his last episode of SmackDown.
The bell has to ring.
Let the bell ring. Let the bell ring.
It can't be like he like somebody interrupts him. Like it's Austin Theory, because Austin Theory can interrupt him. That could be a great way to debut, return. You know, he comes out and then you know they look at each other. It's like, I remember you. You remember me. I'm Austin Theory. You buried me, but nah, here I am. I'm alive. I'm my boyfriend's back type of zombie. And here I am, and I'm gonna bury you, John. I'm gonna retire you. And then he does the AA to Austin Theory. That don't count. The bell has to ring. There has to be a ref in the ring, and the bell has to ring.
All right. It can end in a disqualification. It can end in countouts. Just the match needs to be official in the books. All right.
And the official has to be in the ring.
I think it happens.
I do think that's a great place for Austin Theory to come back. That's actually pretty solid. And then that will put him in War Games. Sure.
That also puts Cena in War Games, which again, listen. I don't ever believe that a show has to revolve around a superstar, right? A Seth Rollins goes down, spoke on the wheel, next guy up, right? This is the only show that you cannot miss a guy. The retirement of John Cena requires John Cena for it to fucking happen, right? So that's my concern, right? To put a guy in a line of fire in a dangerous match right before a PLE, basically, because Saturday night's main event, now that it doesn't have commercials, kind of felt like a PLE in terms of like the match.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
If he's missing, then what the hell do you do on that episode, right? So just something to keep in mind. You know, if you are going to have Cena out there, please make sure that he has like 2 moves. And keep him in the corner, down, and let him be part of the finish. That's it. Do not put him in any risk at all whatsoever.
He comes in last.
Yes.
That has to be number 1. Yeah, he comes in last. And just have Lesnar come in last. And then let that be the excuse to have their 1v1 at the end.
Yes, I agree. Still doesn't change the fact, man. War Games is a bit of a mess nonetheless. Let's talk.
There's a hope.
What's the hope?
He put up a signal. And it's a mustache signal.
Dun,
and then
Mysterio.
And then my son started to get the limelight, and I said, "Not so fast. I'm back." The Wepa King meme, not number 1. It is Rey Mysterio.
Dude, how hype is that? Rey Mysterio is back. I love Dom being like, "You're even trying to steal my mustache." And my favorite part, of course, I think it's everyone's favorite part, when Rey's like, "You really think you're the king of the luchadors? You think you're better than Mil Máscaras? You think you're better than Eddie Guerrero?"
Santos.
Eddie. Hey, you keep my dad's name out of your mouth. That was so funny. That was so good. But here we are. Okay. This is something that I said about 4 months ago on an episode of Hot Take. Somebody asked me about Rey Mysterio's retirement. And I said it's going to happen in one of 3 scenarios. I said Rey will retire at WrestleMania, at a Triple Mania, or at a big show in San Diego. And we're at one of those 3. Survivor Series in a stadium, Big 4 PLE in San Diego, the 619, his hometown. against his own son for the AAA Mega Campeonato. That's right. I want it to be for the AAA Mega Campeonato, not the IC title. For a legend like Rey Mysterio, who is from San Diego, who is the father of the current AAA Mega Champion. AAA, that championship being the current embodiment of what Lucha Libre is. It doesn't get any better to retire in that manner. It just doesn't. You can't write a better, picturesque storybook ending for the career specifically of Rey Mysterio. I think this could be career for title type of deal.
Reminds me of Clayton Kershaw retiring.
Oh,
as
fuck
a world
off.
champion.
No, it doesn't. All right.
Yes, it
No,
does.
it doesn't.
What?
No.
He went out.
No, because Ray has to lose.
Well, does he?
Yes.
He could become a mega champion, but I agree. This is the best part of Monday Night Raw. This is probably going to be the best part of Survivor Series. This should main event. If they really wanted to put the AAA title up there as one of the biggest things for their company now and treat it with reverence and respect, there's no other place. Like, give this love letter to Dom and Ray. Give it to Ray for everything that he's done for wrestling. Granted, I do think Rey Mysterio is going to have a Ric Flair type of career and keep wrestling till the day he's old and gray, and he's not going to retire here. He will retire somewhere else. He will have his own little showcase match by Tony Khan, the Rey Mysterio showcase match. But what a beautiful segment, and what a bizarre segment at first. Like, Rey Mysterio is being booed out the building and Dom being cheered. When there was chance for saying whoop his ass, I was like, is that for Dom to whip Ray's ass or for Ray to whip? That was the first time I was like wondering. And it was fun. And Dom was good in that segment. And Ray was good in that segment. It was really, really good. But damn, what a cool moment. Like, I was thinking, like, I know we joke and say he's the deadbeat dad, but that's probably the world's greatest dad right there, dude.
1,000,000%,
Yeah,
man.
right?
100%. Dude, I'm sure he was loving seeing Dom getting all the cheers instead of himself. Right. Like I said, it just doesn't get more of a fairy tale ending for for Rey Mysterio, rather. And that's kind of insane to me to think about the idea of Ray retiring, then 2 weeks later, Cena retiring, and then somewhere within 2026, AJ Styles retiring. Dude, I am seeing my childhood disappear in front of my very eyes.
You think Liv Morgan comes back? This would be a perfect place.
It would
for
be
Liv
perfect.
Morgan.
They're already teasing her, right? They're already teasing Liv Morgan.
Put the La Fuente ever.
Yeah, the shrine is in the back, overlooking Dominic Mysterio as Roxanne Perez is starting her harlot-like way conversations to get into Dom.
She's just being a nice lady, offering advice, giving words of encouragement as a friend.
That's how it starts. And then
she's hyping up her girl Raquel as well, Raquel, Big Mommy Cool, who looked great, by the way.
Oh, she did look great. Latina Bull did not disappoint, by the way. I'm going to say maybe the most controversial thing I've ever said in this podcast. You ready for this?
This is a safe place, Santi.
This is a safe place. Nikki Bella was pretty good. She was pretty good in that match. I don't know where the story is going of like, oh, Stephanie, you're the best. You're so nice. I don't know that I can hang anymore, but you're so cool. You're such a great champion. I want to be like you. I hate it. It's so weird. I don't like whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing in that storyline. I would presume it's Nikki eventually turning heel. But yeah, this like Glaze Factory session between those two is weird. I don't like it.
I'm telling the women of wrestling here for Monday Night and SmackDown have been carrying their shows really, really well. Every time they're on TV, banger match. It was really good, and the Latino Bowl was amazing. I love Roxy and Raquel. They're going to be my underrated MVPs of the entire year because they do good work. They have great segments. They show up and they show out and they improve and improve and improve, and they make whoever they're wrestling look like megastars. I love them. They're great.
Now for, I guess, long term, what do you think the play is here? Not even just for Nikki Bella. Like, I'm trying to piece together other bigger pieces like Liv Morgan here. Are we seeing the end play being Raquel versus Liv, Liv versus Stephanie, Roxy versus Liv, Nikki Bella versus Liv. Don't forget that was the feud that was set up right before Liv Morgan's injury. So if you're going and scoffing at it and saying, Santi, what terrible booking, that was WWE's booking. What's the threads here? Where is it going?
You know what's exciting though, while you're asking me this question, isn't this much more of an exciting question than what's going on with the men?
Yes, it is. It genuinely is. Yes.
Right? We have like 8 players at play here, it feels like. And then you can even throw in Asuka if you wanted to, right? There's so many like possibilities for this title to go everywhere. I think, and it's this exact play that I've always been standing on my soapbox for, is that it needs to be that Liv Morgan has returned and things are better for everybody else when Liv Morgan was there. Does that make sense? Like Raquel's a champion, Judgment Day is on top, and now that Liv's back, it's like they did all this without her. It's like the best thing to do, unless you're going to jumpstart her with Dominic Mysterio helping out Rey Mysterio. And even that, Dom could be like, why did you help me? I wanted to beat my dad by myself. Because remember, who helped Dom beat Rey the first time?
True. It was Liv.
It was the first time. It was Liv, right? And Rhea was like, I wanted you to beat your dad without me. Do it on your own, because that's what a real man does, Dom. So if Dominic Mysterio could start working on that story, and Liv Morgan thinks like, hey, I'm here, I'm back. I helped Dom win, but he didn't want it. Oh no, I messed that up. Oh, I'm back. Raquel's champion. Was I the one holding her back? I'm back. Judgment Day is on top, and I'm not. I don't have gold anymore. I'm starting over. I doubt myself. Am I still a member of Judgment Day? That's where I think Liv Morgan should return. That's the kind of like in the MCU, you know, when everyone gets snapped back, that's what it needs to feel like. Like she snaps back and all of a sudden everyone's like a better life without her. And she needs to go into that Florence Pugh type of world where she goes by herself eating a can of tuna all alone, watching Netflix.
Okay. I think that's interesting for sure. What if it's the opposite tale? What if things get better the second she comes back? That she demonstrates that she is the reason why the Judgment Day is so successful.
You mean Carlito comes back too? She brings back Carlito?
and the PlayStation 5. While we're at it, why not?
The PlayStation's still there, but no one's playing it anymore. It's just sitting there on a loading. I've seen WWE 2K on Monday Night Raw more than anything in my life.
How many hours did you ever put into that game? I barely played it. I gave it a shot this year. I bought the
Bloodline edition thinking like, oh yeah, I could play this, but it's like when I consume so much wrestling, it's like the last thing I want to do is consume wrestling digitally.
I feel you, man. It can be fatiguing, but I'm with you actually. I think the more intriguing storyline could be everyone in the Judgment Day is holding gold once again, and Liv Morgan comes back. But there is a complication with what you're saying, because that suggests a tragedy. The tragedy of the Judgment Day's men, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, winning back those tag titles, and we don't need that. We don't need that back in our lives. Unless they have them actually defended, because, oh my God, how good have their matches been with AJ Lee over the last couple of weeks? They've been fantastic.
Dragon Styles.
Hey, what do you think, Dragon Lee? Should we give the fellas here from the Judgment Day a shot at the World Tag Titles? What do you think? I'm the fuego that burns in the fire of the mountains and the volcano of Mexico. I am the future of Lucha Libre. I am the fiery phoenix that burns and melts away.
Why do you sound like a Latino Trump?
I am the fuego.
Just say yes or no, Dragon Lee.
Dude, that to me that was the funniest promo of the year. What do you think, Dragon Lee? Just goes off on nonsense. Okay.
Hey, Dragon, you ever been in Japan?
I've been in the Fuego Mountains of Mount Fuji.
He has been in Japan.
Yes. He has.
Look, man, I know what you're saying. Basically, you want the opposite scenario where Judgment Day is in shambles. She's the glue that fixes everything.
Yeah, because Finn Balor is the one that's... But when she left and he was starting to like belittle like her influence and whatnot.
Pull on the strings and whatnot. Yeah.
I think it could be an interesting tale that Finn Balor pulling all these strings, everything has gone to shit. Liv Morgan comes back and everything is great. Finn Balor feels belittled.
Why is the Judgment Day still a thing though? Like there was
They
supposed to
hate
be
each
broken
other.
up a long time ago.
I know, man. Maybe the Judgment Day at this point is like Blue's Clues. We've talked about Blue's Clues on here before. Maybe it's just never going to end. There will always be more clues to find. We'll never run out of clues.
What a poor guy, dude. He lived his whole life as a mystery.
Evolution is a mystery.
Nothing was ever so simple for him, dude. He always had to find stuff. He's like,
I know. He couldn't
one day I don't have to figure stuff out. Just one day I don't need to figure out a clue. I don't need to find anything.
It would just be nice if I could just sit down in this chair and not think. Think.
Who checks their mail every day? Psychopaths do. I'm telling you what. I let that stuff build up 4 or 5 days max, brother, before I go check the mail.
Dog, if my dog was going around leaving paw prints on things, I'd be pissed. Like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you fucking dirtying up my carpet?
No wonder he quit.
So
you moved out.
You moved. So maybe Judgment Day is the Blue's Clues of WWE. You know, we said it was Roman. Now it's now it's the Judgment Day.
I just shattered the Blue's Clues fandom, dude. You know what show I watched last night though for the first time in a long time?
What?
Are You Afraid of the Dark? You remember that show?
Oh yeah, that's old.
Classic.
Old, yeah, classic.
Dude.
Were you okay?
Classic.
What did you like more? Did you like Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps more?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay.
The kids were cool. The midnight. This is for what was it called? For the approval of the Midnight Society. I was like, damn. The gimmick was better. Midnight Society was tons better. And they threw the little sand on the fire. Whoosh, and it shut. And dude, and everything was a little story within a story. Goosebumps is cool, but the books are so much cooler than the television show.
Yeah.
Granted, the theme is a banger.
Oh my god.
For Goosebumps, but nothing was creepier than Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because it goes into the attic and it's like, and then it shows a clown. It's like, woo,
I know, but like, dude, there's a Goosebumps episode where like the girl wears that like spooky mask and it starts to like take over her and she can't remove the mask. That was one like that haunted me for a long time. Goosebumps, I agree, the books were better. I read so many of them in elementary school. So getting to see them getting adapted onto TV episodes is pretty cool. So I was a Goosebumps kid. Shout out to R.L. Stein.
But Goosebumps came on during the day. Are You Afraid of the Dark came on at night.
Oh, for me it came on at night. Goosebumps. I got Goosebumps at night. Yeah, here in Canada.
I got Goosebumps every time.
God damn it.
Pink.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Dude, people were asking me why was Jey Uso pushed? I don't think anyone asked this question. Have you asked this question? Why?
I mean, I think it's just money. Money.
I think Jey Uso was pushed because remember when he was starting to get his rise, what was he doing the most? Who was next to him the most?
It's Cody.
No.
It wasn't during the
hip-hop stars.
Oh,
it was the perfect vehicle to have a hip-hop star come out with him, do the entrance, be next to him, to be cool. And that was the kind of the vehicle, the portal to be influenced, like to influence the hip-hop community. And then eventually that's just stopped, bro. The whole Travis Scott thing just halted all that.
Yo, shout out to, speaking of like music artists, Post Malone seems like he's having fun in the world of WWE
Posty!
now. Yeah, he looks like, hey, maybe he watches the podcast. He's a YouTube gremlin. He seems like the type, because I know he used to be like a Twitch streamer, if you remember that. Remember Post used to Twitch stream? And he started out as a YouTuber as well. A lot of people don't really know that. So I could see him maybe running into one of our YouTube channels, mine, let's be honest, or this podcast. I mean, if he goes into my channel, he won't ever see your face in the thumbnail. So shout out to Post Malone, who's clearly a viewer of the channel. I just know it. Shout out Post.
What if he's a Fortnite guy?
He seems like a Fortnite guy. I bet. No, he seems like a 2019, 2018 heyday Fortnite guy. That's like, I remember the chug jugs. I remember those circles. I remember the first mythic I grabbed in Tilted Towers. I doubt he's a Fortnite guy now. Aren't you guys in the Simpsons season? That's pretty cool. Springfield.
It's lit, dude. It's
I hear
really,
people
really good.
complain that the map is too small, though. Thoughts?
No, it's perfect. It's just
Okay.
it's just sweatier because there's less players on the map.
Mhm.
So there's more real players, and people are playing. They're used to bots, and now there's less bots. Is what we all wanted, but it's fun.
Cool.
You should come by. Come on by. Come on by, brother. Come on by. Everyone asking you, when's Santi gonna play with you? Why don't you play Fortnite with Santi? Santi this, Santi that. Santi's playing, I don't know. He's doing this dumb game on Sunday. Why don't he just come play with you? And I'm like, hey man, you could come on by.
I don't want to play Fortnite. Play something else.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
I just shit on my ass.
Dude, we can play whatever you want. Come on, Daddy. That's how we met. People don't know. That's how we met. We met through a video game. We played AEW Fight Forever.
The best game ever. AEW Fight Forever. Shout out to that game, man.
I had no idea what I was getting into. Neither did Santi.
And here
we're
we
like,
are.
After that gameplay session, we're like, let's make a podcast.
I bet that you're like, after that gameplay session, you're like, one day I'm going to get on this guy's thumbnail. And still nothing, brother. And it's never going to happen.
You know what? You're so cute, Santi. You keep trying to put me down, but my friend, do you know who had 7.3 million views on IG? This guy. That's right, baby. 7.3 million views.
On what? What did you
right
do?
Here.
On what video?
Right here. No, that's not one video. That's total. That is like my grind for the past 30 days, brother. This guy.
Oh, it
right
took
here.
you 30 days to get that? That's cute.
No.
That's adorable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's great.
You could go ahead and sit there on your mountain, but it's gonna come crumbling down when. Already, did you see that FIFO post per FIFO?
I did.
Per FIFO that they're asking for licenses for their content. Here they come. But what's so confusing as well, Santi, is why do they keep using your reactions if they're gonna take it all away? Right?
I don't know, man. It's such a confusing world, but like we've been saying, right? Like this isn't gonna last forever. There's gonna come a point where somebody's gonna say, nah, not anymore. Who knows, man? Maybe they won't.
They're gonna do a program. They're gonna do a program. I think the WWE is smart. They would do a program, and I know you wouldn't do it because you're the man of the people. You're not gonna join the WWE program for reaction content. You are gonna stay a rogue soldier, right? Right?
I'm selling out the second the opportunity comes, Sancho. Selling the soul. Actually, it's not selling out. It's buying in. Here's the thing, Sancho. They say that nice guys finish last until I came along. Where, dude? We deviated hard.
No. We're still in wrestling. I have a question. Someone asked me who's the best like corporate authority figure heel in WWE history, because we were watching that Triple H match where Triple H interfered Dolph Ziggler, and he played a great authority leader, right? Triple H had the suit and he would roll up his sleeves. Fantastic. But is he the best of all time?
No, it's Vince. It's Vince, like the character Vince on television. That's the answer, and it'll never be close to that. It will always be Vince. Like the era of his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin, his feuds with like the likes of Hulk Hogan. We saw some of it. Like how ridiculous was it to see him in an arm wrestling match with Mr. America, allegedly Hulk Hogan, right?
Is Mr. America alive still?
I don't know, man. I haven't heard much from him these days. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good right now. Yeah, it's Vince McMahon. Or sorry, Mr. McMahon. That's the character, right? They've always made that distinction that the character is Mr. McMahon and the man is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I feel like of course that viewer or that person was probably newer to the WWE, younger perhaps. But Mr. McMahon really changed the landscape of wrestling by being a figure, because at that time, and we talked about this before, it was blue collar, everyman, Stone Cold versus the corporation, the company, the man trying to hold you down. But I think what is underrated for Vince is that he actually got in the ring, and that was not expected. I never thought that would happen when I was growing up, that Vince would actually be a wrestler. But when you hear about all these stories from Vince McMahon, he always wanted to be a wrestler. So it kind of worked out in that aspect. But yeah, it's totally Vince. I can't even think of anyone closer.
No, there's no one. The question is who's number 2. Like that's the actual debate.
Ooh.
Right? You could Triple H certainly in the conversation. Shane McMahon has to be in the conversation as well. If you just want a pure
Stephanie McMahon.
Okay, so I was going to throw that name out there too. If you're just looking at pure authority figure, like he's had a couple matches here or there, but like pure authority figure, Eric Bischoff. I thought he was so good in his time.
Karate Man Bischoff.
I'm so glad you brought up Karate Man Eric Bischoff. That was his alter ego for his wrestling matches on Monday Night Raw or on any PLE that he got on. Actually, we should watch it for Match Club. Stone Cold versus Eric Bischoff. I don't know that.
That happened. Oh,
yeah,
God.
that happened. And he shows up in full karate gear, and Stone Cold just eats him alive. We should watch that for Match Club.
It reminds me of those MMA matches where they have one guy's like, I know Aikido or something, and then he just gets obliterated.
Well, it's not like a pretty common type of YouTube video where somebody that's like a proper MMA artist goes to like all of these like temples and just beats up people with all of these fake martial arts that are like basically magic.
Not fake, Santi. They're more like performative type of martial art.
Then that's a fake martial art then.
It's not fake.
Yes, it is.
You know what's fake?
Careful with that word, Sancho.
Still real to me, damn it.
What's
Still
fake?
Real to me. Nothing's fake. Everything's real.
Good. Everything is real. Believe it all. Digest it. Are you enjoying the show? It's all part of the show.
I love magicians. I love it all.
Why is Jim being rude to the magician?
You know what I realized? I what really is worrying me about the WWE is I know they're flirting with AI. This is the first step of AI integration. You flirt with it. You dabble in it, right? You ask it a dumb question, maybe you generate an image, you go, right? It's cute, right? It's a cute little thing that you like to hang out with for every now and then. A little spell, a little drive around the block. But then they started using it with their Grande Americano vignette, right? You're like, oh, okay, it's a little slimy, but it's Grande Americano. It's part of the gimmick.
Yeah,
I see the story.
It's meant to be silly with this character, so it works.
Yeah, you got okay. And then you hear the rumors and swelling, like, oh, they start using AI base for this and that. Then the writing gets weird because when that CM Punk says, here's what's gonna happen. We're about to get in a fight. Either you're with me or you get out of my ring. I'm like, that's a little weird. And CM Punk said it in a weird way. Because like I mentioned, when you get to know AI, you get to see AI writing, you could go, oh, that's AI wrote that. I could tell. So, Santi, I ask you, is there going to be a day when the WWE uses AI to generate a match between non-existent superstars that no longer exist on this earth realm, but they have the rights to said character? Do you think we're going to get a generated match between superstars and figures that are past with current generation superstars?
Well, I think that's an interesting conversation, right? Like there is the whole debate of that in Hollywood, and it started before in the world of WWE with like AI generated Bruce Willis and stuff like
James Earl Jones being used to AI in Fortnite.
Yeah, yes, of course. Where do the rights of the performer start and stop when it comes to AI? If you're using AI, does that performer that you are generating deserve to get paid royalties, whatever it might be, right? I think like once the laws of that gets ironed out, I don't think anything's going to stop WWE from creating an AI generated show. They could be like, yeah, here's our AI generated X exclusive show. It brought you by Grok. I'm already making it perfect for them, right? And then that's not even just, now they're not even dabbling. Now they're like, okay, we're going in feet first. And if that's successful, I bet they go full swimming in the world of AI. Well, we could be talking about a timeline of 5 to 15, 20 years. I don't know. But what I will say is that the progression of AI is like insane. Like you compare the progression of AI from 2020 to today, it is It is leagues. It is insane how much it's progressed. So think about like what AI is going to be capable of doing in 10 years. Like this whole thing it could probably be AI. This whole podcast could be AI.
Because let me paint you a picture, dude. What if Bret Hart, he's in his age, and the W goes to him, hey, Bret, we will pay you for your likeness to use your images in this AI match, and you will get paid for us to use your images going forward for any match. And if you're a wrestler who's put your body through everything,
they're all going to say yes.
Right? What did you say yes to it, right?
All of them are going to say yes. Especially like the older wrestlers, like that is a generation that missed out on the bag. Right, wrestlers today, they make a shit ton of money, like WWE ones specifically.
Merch, everything,
right? But like those 90s, 80s wrestlers, early 2000s wrestlers, like a lot of them missed out on the ability to make life-changing money, or to make money where you don't need to make money anymore. So if you are now being presented as a 60-year-old the ability to still make money on this craft of professional wrestling without you needing to put your body on the line, I guarantee you they're all going to say yes.
The only thing I would say would stop them is just, of course, the stigma of the AI and how people are
cares. If I'm them, but
like right? I see like a Kevin Nash, maybe I don't know what his stance on AIs, but Kevin Nash.
But that's a guy that made the bag. I'm talking about the Paul Londons of the world. Right. I think Bret Hart's a bad example too. I think that's a guy that made the money, but there are guys that did not end up making the bag. We could look at Jason Jordan, for example, right? Career cut short. Maybe he's like, oh man, my AI avatar could go out there and have a banger match with Chad Gable. Sure. Why not? I'm thinking of more guys like that. That Tyson Kidd, sure. These are the guys that had careers turn short, didn't get to make the bag, because I'm sure WWE, like if they want that Bret Hart, they'd have to pay a tremendous amount of money.
Hulk Hogan, his estate,
yeah, they're absolutely not going to turn it down. His estate's still going strong with American beer or whatever that
yeah,
beer
like
called.
He's still in commercials, dude.
Yeah,
and I'm like
yeah, I think you hit it on the head. I think the wrestlers that are not with us anymore, the ones who have passed on, those are the ones where their estates are most likely to say, yeah, go ahead. And that's a slippery slope. That's a real slippery slope.
I know it. I feel like I discovered a doomsday box, and that it's going to be open. And I know that if Vince was around still in charge, I think we would have already opened that box a long time ago. And it'd be janky, it'd be weird, but I think Vince would be the guy, the spearhead. It'd be like, we need to keep investing into this, because entertainment, man, entertainment is going that way. Look at all the YouTube channels and all the YouTube shorts and everything. That's
scary.
I cannot go a day looking at my Twitter timeline where there's some guy like, these are my 10 faceless channels filled with AI generated prompts, and they're just pumping out money. You can't think like a WWE corporation's looking at it like, we could generate this. Is the planet of the Earth going to melt down with all the data centers that's going to be sucking up energy? Perhaps, but we're going to see Hogan versus somebody again, all over again. Hogan versus Bret going again. God knows.
Yeah. No, it's it's a spooky world to think about all of that with AI. But you're right, like especially like you mentioned the Vince thing. I think a lot of people would say like, no, Vince would never allow AI. Vince is the first guy that comes to mind.
Adopts a lot.
Vince is like the guy that would like experiment with random shit before it became mainstream to use it as a business strategy. Like, dude, he was basically the first like entertainment brand to start a streaming service. Is that crazy? That it was WWE that said, we have a streaming service, and then everyone else years after followed suit. Vince is the one that did the monthly pay-per-view model, and then after that it just sort of became the norm. So yeah, I would absolutely believe that Vince would have been one of the first to explore what AI would do to the business of WWE.
Yeah, I definitely see those old wrestlers, the 70s, 80s, 90s wrestlers that are still around.
Yeah,
like
man.
the heart, like the ones that are from the past. I see that because they already sell everything. They already license anything they can.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that go to Russell Cons and things of that sort. Like anything. Like they'll be there for it.
Yeah. Ugh. It's a spooky, weird future.
Hey man,
It's gross. It's
Hey,
gross,
man,
but it's true.
I can't turn this foresight brain off sometimes. It
Uh,
comes and goes.
you know what? We haven't even talked about the John Cena tournament, really.
There's lots of things we haven't talked about yet.
I know. So the John Cena tournament has been properly announced. We have 16 men tournament. I love, first and foremost, the fact that it's a single elimination tournament, that it's not fatal four-ways, triple threats. The other thing that I love from this, which actually caught me off guard, it's that it's actually interpromotional. Here's what I thought was going to happen. The Raw guys face the Raw guys. The SmackDown face the SmackDown guys. Things like that, right? And then we might sprinkle an NXT guy there, a TNA guy in there, because that's how they've done their tournaments recently with like King of the Ring. I love the fact that right off the bat, it's like SmackDown's Damian Priest versus Raw's Rusev. SmackDown's Nakamura versus Raw's Sheamus. And when I saw that, I'm like, sold. I'm in. This is exactly how I want to see this tournament. The other cool thing that I like about this tournament and how it's set up is that the winner, if they're all singles matches, presumably, has to win 4 matches to get to John Cena. So
The final boss.
to get to the final boss, which is very akin to the Mortal Kombat ladder, right? Which I think gives an opportunity for whoever gets to the final, even if it's like an uninspiring choice like a Gunther, right? So many people are like, this is going to be Gunther. It even gives an opportunity for a choice like a Gunther to win us over again with 4 excellent matches to remind you this is why I deserve this, because I'm baller in the ring, and now I'm going to go give John Cena an amazing send-off match. I think that the way that this is structured is genuinely fantastic. I love the fact that they've already teased faces of people that don't even work here. Obviously, that's got people speculating like crazy. I think it's just going to be Matt Cardona and Joe Hendry. Like literally, I think it's going to be just those two, which is still hype, by the way. I don't want to downplay that. But so
or
far,
Nick Namath.
Sure.
You'll know for Nick Namath.
Yeah, no, Nick Namath could absolutely make sense here. I think that it's structured incredibly well. I think it's a great idea. I think it almost removes a lot of the pressure of who's going to be John Cena's final opponent. Like, oh man, what if like when they make the announcement, whenever that guy's music comes out to challenge Cena for his last match, what if we're disappointed? I think this removes the ability for us to receive shock disappointment. And even again, if it's a choice you don't like, that guy's gonna have 4 matches to win you over. I like it. I really like it.
Is the finals at Survivor Series?
I don't think they've confirmed that. I would love it to be. I would love it to be at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that'd be really, really dope. And I'm hoping that they save the surprise. If it is a Matt Cardona, it's just a question mark and let his music come out and hit.
I would agree. Hopefully,
that's
it's not
what I want.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a PNG like how they spoiled Asuka in the Queen of the Ring tournament with her return. I do hope that like when they announce like, oh, it against a mystery opponent that doesn't work here. I was like, oh, damn. And I hope Raw and SmackDown both get their version of that. All right?
Yeah.
Be cool.
It's not going to be Cope. It's just not. With this tournament in place, can't be Edge. There's just no way because it ruins the pop. But I agree. The generational pop, that's the only, like you mentioned, got rid of the anti-shock. The shock one would have worked only with Edge.
Yeah.
But, dog, we were shooting for the moon for that one, brother. That was a pipe dream. And Santi, you and I both agree. We've said at the very beginning, if LA Knight's not in this tournament, there's a problem. And I would start looking elsewhere if I was LA Knight. He's one of the only persons that actually has a strange beef with LA Knight, with John Cena.
Yeah.
It's LA Knight.
Yeah. I mean, in beef that seems unnecessary that LA Knight seems to have caused. Can we agree with that?
He's like a sideshow Bob stepping on the rake. Yes.
Yeah, like, dude, just let Cena raise your arm. Like, what are you doing? It's freaking John Cena. Yeah, man, I'm pumped for this tournament. I agree with you. I hope that the finals of this is at Survivor Series War Games. One of the things that's got me a little bit like, I'm like, is that gonna be? Is that gonna?
How long have you been?
How long you been with her? Like, is that just gonna be Cena's appearance at Survivor Series? Just being there to face
Raising
off
the
against
hand?
the winner, raise the hand of the winner, be there as opposed to actually have a match at Survivor Series War Games. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. Saving Cena, making sure he doesn't get hurt between now and that Survivor and that Saturday night's main event retirement show.
Are you going to Saturday night's main event? Did you buy your ticket?
I don't have my ticket yet. I'm going to buy it last minute.
Because the prices should drop.
They
hopefully.
always do. They always do. I intend on going, and I'm going to Survivor Series as well because I like San Diego. As soon as I saw a show in San Diego, I'm like, oh, excuse to go. I'm going to San Diego.
I didn't go to TwitchCon this year.
Neither did
San
I.
Diego.
Neither did I. So this will be my San Diego fill. You should come. Hang out in San Diego with me.
So close to Thanksgiving.
It's, American Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate that. Canadian Thanksgiving.
You don't even want to play Fortnite with me. You want to hang out with me?
Yeah, because I don't like Fortnite. I like hanging out with you.
I don't like grass. It's scary. I don't want to touch it.
It's that, but San Diego's more of an ocean.
Dude, we partied in San Diego together. It was a great time.
And I'm a good time, man. I'm a party.
You
animal.
are a different animal. Yes, you are. You love to party. I love to party.
I like to move it. I like to
Look,
move it.
we should just let it off this entire show with this. Jade Cargill, baby. Yes, the new heel Jade Cargill squashes Tiffany Stratton in a great match. Gunther'd her. That was a straight up Gunther finish.
I thought you said Gunther for a second. I didn't know where that was going. It's like, Sancho, please explain.
I like how you go, oh. Gunther.
Okay. She Gunther. I get it. I see what you're saying.
No, Gunther.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, what are you saying?
Gunther. Like Jey Uso.
Gunther. Gunther.
No.
Well, do you hear my concern though? Because it sounds like you're saying Gunther.
Yes.
So you're saying Gunther.
Gunther, okay? Gunther.
Gunther.
Wait, she saved the finishers and spammed them at the end, baby.
Yes. That's true. Even right down to the triple power bombs. You're right. She did completely goon her. It's crazy. What?
Dude, she looked great.
It's very similar to Gunther, right? Anyways, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great decision, by the way, to do it this way. Again, corny WWE. My ribs, my knee. They can't just allow Jade Cargill to squash her, which I think would have been, they should have just allowed her to squash her. But I get it, whatever. Tiffany's a big asset for them. They want to protect that as much as they can, I suppose. But I think it would have been perfectly fine had she just squashed her at 100% as opposed to just the knee, right? Because it does remove a little bit of that monstrous aura.
A little bit of the seasoning.
It does. Yeah. I agree. I think it would have just been better if they just allowed her to just annihilate her. But they needed to give Tiffy a reason for the way that she got manhandled that way.
Annihilator?
Oh, stop it.
I am a monster.
Like, here's the thing, man. Like, if they were content to have, and I'm talking about over 10 years ago now, John Cena, like super mega Cena, get eaten alive by Brock Lesnar, why not allow that to happen to Tiffany Stratton as well, like without the nerfing? I just think that the nerfing is just, it's becoming too much of a trope. It's really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It really isn't. It just, I think it dampens heel victories and especially hurts the heel when the nerfed face wins, because that happens a lot too. Just a trope like, that I don't think has a place.
Like a guy who has the perfect opportunity to win when he lets the champion relinquish his champion's advantage, and he goes into Saturday's main event with all he has to do is get the champ DQ'd or count out, and he has the opportunity to win the championship. And then he looks so smart and he brings in the title to go ahead and try to stop Cody Rhodes, and then he hits his own Gavessa on it with a DDT, and then he loses. Those kind of things that making a heel look dumb.
Yes, I don't know whether or not you describe 2023 Finn Balor's run with constantly hitting his head with the Money in the Bank briefcase, or Drew McIntyre on this episode of Saturday Night's Main Event. Sancho, what is stopping Drew McIntyre from a story perspective being like, hey, boys, $100 McDonald's gift card to whoever goes out there and slaps me when the match starts, because then I win by disqualification, you know? So not only does Drew look stupid here, but he's also just not smart.
That would have been so sick if someone like Dom started walking through the ring.
Kit Wilson, toxic male masculinity, goes out there and slaps Drew McIntyre. Would have been hilarious. All right? And I would have been here for it if somehow we lived in the timeline where Kit Wilson is the reason why Cody Rhodes loses the WWE Championship.
Oh, that would have been so cool. Like, imagine Kit Wilson coming down and you're like, oh my God, Drew's going to do it. And then Cody blocks Kit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because Cody's Cody, right?
Cody's
he's going to
Cody.
go.
That would have been fun too.
He's gonna use the force.
But, okay, let's say that happens, right? With whoever it is. They come out there for the deal to hit Drew McIntyre and Cody stops it. That makes Drew smart. He tried the smart thing, and it just got stopped by the babyface, the valiant fighting babyface. But this, what they did, just made him look dumb. Yes, especially if Cody uses the force. He uses the adrenaline in his soul to stop.
Enough! Oh my God, Cody uses the strong in his soul. He stops Kit Wilson.
Oh man. You think because you can get disqualified, this gives you power over me?
Dude, why is the WWE afraid of this dumb stuff? You know what I mean?
What, afraid of Cody Rhodes having the adrenaline force?
Dude, if they gave John Cena his stupid Wuhan punch that he did, brother, come on, dude. You remember that?
Oh, man.
That was I'm sorry, Sandy. That was the dumbest thing.
Of course it is.
John Cena's ever done. And who was that against?
That was the sixth move of doom, bro.
Was that against Seth Rollins when he did that?
I don't remember when he did the sixth move of doom on.
I hope he brings that back. Dude, you've done all the callbacks. Do this one, dude.
Oh, no. The place to do that would have been against AJ.
True.
That's the place where they could have gotten away by doing the sixth move of doom. Oh, man. Dude, we book WWE better than WWE themselves. Where is the adrenaline force? We need it. We need it.
I don't want to see Avalanche Crossroads. I don't want to see Triple Crossroads. Brother, give me this. It's too much adrenaline for his soul. Stupid, it's overcome him.
It's so dumb. Anyways, I think Drew McIntyre looked dumb. Oh, he turns into that like ghoul that he turned into in like those Being Elite videos. I'm like,
yes,
adrenaline in my soul.
WWE Universe.
Enough. Oh man, what are we doing here?
What?
Dude, Drew McIntyre. What do you do with him here?
You can't. I said this when I was reviewing the show. It's like he can't keep complaining without action, dude. He needs action. Yeah. He needs to stop talking and be more of a man of action. The best part of Drew's run is when he interrupted Paul Heyman during the reveal of the WWE cover. And that's when I was like, ooh, he's a bloodline hunter.
Yes, dude, they never did anything with that.
He was going to be the bloodline Punisher, and he was going to destroy the bloodline, burn every house. Like
good guys, bad guys within the bloodline. That's what made it interesting, right? Because they were baby faces.
Jacob. He doesn't care. He was going to go after Jacob. He's going to go after everybody. He's going to go after Sammy. And then the next week, they did nothing. They sent him down to the mid card. I think they sent him off the show, didn't they? They did something to him where he just
Oh no,
disappeared.
he entered the Wepaverse.
That's what happened. Wepaverse. Good thing Rusev is not entering the Wepaverse. It's just a temporary cameo for the Rusev juices.
Cameo of the Wepaverse. Oh man, yeah, it is still the Wepaverse though. It's canon within the Wepaverse. Okay, but like with Drew McIntyre, I never thought he was going to win at Survivor Series War Games. At Saturday night's main event. And the thing that I kept harping on wasn't even like storyline logic. What I kept harping on is if I'm an ESPN executive, like I'd be furious. I'd be furious if they had the opportunity to do this on an ESPN show at WrestlePalooza. We paid like over $1 billion for these types of things to happen on our show, and it happens off of ESPN on a Saturday night's main event. That's why I was like, dude, there's no way WWE is going to pull the trigger on this. But Santi, they had Jade Cargill win the WWE Championship. They had CM Punk win the WWE World Championship. I think those are all necessities. I think maybe Tiffany Stratton really is injured and needed to take time off, so they needed a way to get the title off of her. Obviously, we have Seth Rollins injured, so you needed, by necessity, a new world champion. But like this idea that like, oh, we're finally going to get the Randy Orton heel turn. We're going to get... The funniest one to me is like, oh, at Saturday night's main event, we're going to get the rumored WrestlePalooza finish. Then if I'm ESPN, I'm really pissed if they do the rumored WrestlePalooza finish on not ESPN. I never once thought that they were going to pull the trigger off of ESPN. I hope that they have a rematch at Survivor Series War Games. A rematch that I'm just not going to put myself in a fragile emotional state and predict Drew McIntyre to win, because why would I make these predictions of Drew McIntyre winning when, like you said, there's been no action? There's nothing indicating that WWE wants to take Drew McIntyre seriously at the top of the card. I think it's just going to be a 3-0 blank clean sweep of Cody Rhodes by Cody Rhodes, just like it was between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Bummer, man. The people like Drew. You think he's just too much of a wild card?
What's wild card about him?
I don't know. I feel like the undisputed champion needs to be the face of WWE. He's a great presence when he goes in interviews. I would buy him as a pro wrestling champion. So I don't see the problem with him. That's what I'm trying to present to you. Like, why is it is it because he's just too much of a loose cannon on social media on purpose? Because he is a heel, but they can't trust what he's going to say? Because he said some like borderline crazy stuff here and there.
Sure, he has. Maybe. But then, like, get him out of this picture then. You know, get him out of the WWE Championship picture. Put him in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Brother, there's a guy over there currently holding the World Heavyweight Championship that would be perfect for Drew McIntyre to feud with, because we already know how good their freaking feud is and how good their matches have been. Would it be rehashing? Sure, but like rehashing an amazing thing.
With
like,
the belt.
Yeah, with the belt this time, right? Like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't want this delicious meal again simply because you had it 2 years ago? Like, what kind of logic is that? I'm absolutely down for Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, but if they don't want to do anything with Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship, I don't see the problem with Drew McIntyre. I really don't. There's nothing that indicates to me that's like, oh yeah, this is the reason why Drew McIntyre doesn't get the trigger pulled on him. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't see where the hesitation comes in, but clearly there's something. Clearly there's something, especially if he doesn't win at an ESPN show.
You know what it is? I think we just need to put to bed this notion that the WWE is willing to experiment with other champions. We're that era is done. It's all about guarantees. It's all about who draws and who brings money and who is the one that everyone wants to see, not from our perspective, like the casual perspective. And it's Cody.
Yeah, who do the credit cards want to see?
Yeah, it's Cody.
Yeah, maybe Triple H did pull the trigger on Drew McIntyre, and then Cody used the adrenaline force. We are not the droids that you seek. I will continue to be WWE Undisputed Champion. Enough.
Put away LA Knight. Put away LA Knight. LA Knight, go bye-bye.
Dude, maybe Cody Rhodes is just the puppet master pulling the strings in all of this.
Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I thought you were about to say Darth Platypus for a second. The Platypus. Sorry. You've never seen that show?
No. No.
You've never seen Phineas and Ferb?
No.
Wow, that's a great show.
Great show.
It's genuinely a fantastic show, Phineas and Ferb. It is annoying that you haven't seen it before.
I'm sorry. I'm busy watching Ilya Dragunov and Nathan Frazier, my guy.
Dude, is
Banger.
Nathan Frazier okay?
I don't think so.
Dude, the way
That
he
was scary.
landed, that was terrifying. What do you think about Ilya Dragunov being in the John Cena tournament, by the way? I think it'd be fire, right? It
I
gives
didn't
us.
think about that. I didn't think
All
about
right,
that.
here's what I'm predicting for the tournament, right? All right.
Okay, yeah, hit me.
All right, is this a safe place?
Always.
The final at Survivor
Four?
Series War Games, a 25-minute classic, finally giving us Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov. Again, if the idea is for the obvious option, Gunther, which a lot of people are groaning at, have Gunther win those people over with banger after banger after banger, and then ending it off at Survivor Series with a potential match of the decade contender against Ilya Dragunov, showing how important and valuable winning this match is, because going to face John Cena is just such a big deal. Let Ilya and Gunther murder each other. No blood needed. These guys don't need to bleed. These guys' chops will make each other bleed, right? These guys don't need to do the Crimson Mask or anything to show a fight, to show a war. That's what I want. I want that final to be gritty. I want that final to be these guys are willing to go to every single length to be the one to be the dancing partner of John Cena. And I think the two men that could illustrate that the best is Ilya Dragunov and Gunther in the final.
Yeah, but then you know the outcome.
But here's the thing. A lot of people already know the outcome. That's the problem, right? A lot of people are
be
like,
entertained.
it's already
Be entertained
Gunther.
along the way. Yeah.
Along
Be
the way,
entertained.
let's make you fall in love with the idea of Gunther.
What it will do as well is legitimize Ilya and the United States title.
Hell yeah.
Like the United States title got to that point. The title holder got to that point.
Dog,
And
come here. Campfire, come here. A
Oh,
little closer.
oh.
A little closer. All right.
Yeah.
It's the final Survivor Series War Games. Gunther, Ilya, 25-minute classic. Before the match, Ilya comes out first. He says, not only is this for John Cena, this is also for the United States Championship. An impromptu open challenge that isn't open. It's just for Gunther because it's their match. And Gunther does win, and Gunther takes evil heel foreign Gunther takes the United States Championship in the final against the American poster child of WWE, John Cena, announced Osama bin Laden's ending in the nation's capital, potentially in front of U.S. politicians, potentially rumored Donald Trump. Did I not just book it? Did I not just book it?
I'm a real American.
Look, in terms of the headlines WWE loves, and
Sure.
with their deep affiliation with the current government and Triple H being in the White House like all the time,
Glazing the trumpet, yes.
don't you see this being a thing? Couldn't this be something that would make sense?
They're gonna go heavy on the foreigner thing with Gunther. There,
With big time.
heavy, and then John Cena's wearing red, white, and blue. Then that day,
Probably. It's gonna be if everything that I just said comes to fruition, it's going to be heavy on the Americana.
Does he hold at a little American flag?
Oh man, it's gonna be pretty ham-fisted if it's for the U.S. title in the U.S. nation's capital in front of American politicians. It's gonna be pretty ham-fisted.
Does Damian Priest, the Wepa King, make it to the finals four?
I think Rusev wins. I think Rusev beats Wepa King. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because
Due to Aleister Black.
yes, yeah. You took my thoughts right out of my mouth. Due to Aleister Black. Yeah.
Damn, I wanted really clean finishes this tournament though. It needs to be clean finishes from the final four on though.
I agree.
It could
I
have,
think
could have shenanigans in the beginning, sure, but
Give me. I'll go. No shenanigans on the final 8. Shenanigans
Elite
first
8?
round, sure, whatever. In the final 8, give me some clean finishes moving forward.
I'm going to be bummed if LA Knight's in it. I'm going to say that again. I'm not showing up to work here if LA Knight's not in that tournament.
Zancho, you have to show up.
No,
You have to.
No,
Contractually
I'm not
obligated. I will add injury time to your contract.
I can't be like Xavier Woods and just be like mental healthing, like, you know,
Injury
like
time.
recovery.
Injury time. What? It's just going to extend your contract, brother.
Speaking of which, do you see what Xavier posted?
No. What?
He goes, "Hey, CM Punk, if you want to have a real match with against somebody that doesn't have baby lungs, why don't you come to me?" And then he posted a clip of him running up and down stairs, doing burpees, yeeting, and then going back up again and running back down, and then doing all this.
Baby lungs.
Yeah.
That's
They need to
awesome.
change Jay's entrance then, dude. Don't let him yeet. Just let him come out there and let the people yeet. Yeet once, and that's it.
Yeah, this running it back. I don't mind when he runs it back. I think sometimes it's ill-timed and ill-placed. But if the problem is him running it back gasses him out even more, then maybe we should rethink having that be in part of it, Jay's entrance. Sancho, I think we've kind of ran through the whole show here. I'm looking at the notes. Yeah, so let's jump into new heat order.
New heat order. Before we do, we must visit the X account of one John Cena. Ready.
Yes.
Many times, what's more important than having the same view is how we go about working through our differences.
Let's get it.
New Heat orders a list of wrestlers and things of that sort that are giving us the buzz, excitement to tune into weekly television. And it's not the Vision main eventing. How many times are we going to see that? I thought we were done with that. Why is the Vision still a thing? Answer me that.
Because Paul
Seth
Heyman's
Rollins
there.
is not there anymore. Oh yeah, the Oracle.
The Oracle is the
Oracle
is the glue.
ass.
He's the glue.
The glue. The Tozawa.
Dude, okay, can I read what Isatch said in the comments of the Raw review?
Isatch, the homie has landed in the Patreon comments. Go ahead.
They should make a Dom versus Ray for the IC title, have Ray win it, and then have Cena look at him backstage and win it an hour later.
You would want that.
That's
Completing
funny.
the Grand Slam, right?
Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna steal
Why does that
joke.
stat matter, though? Why does that stat matter, though? It doesn't. Do you
It
care about
doesn't.
Grand Slam champion?
I don't
No.
care. I don't care.
All right, new Heat order. Number one, I was really hyped for Jade Cargill. I mean, you could argue for CM Punk here, sure, but I'm more excited to see what heel Jade does.
Okay, hang on. Before I think Cena's in the conversation. The announcement of the tournament, that's what I see people talking the most about. Who's in this tournament? Who's Cena's final match? I think Cena is number one. Again, he's probably going to be end of the year top of the new Heat order, I bet. In terms of how often he's been number one. I think he's number one here. Would you not agree that this is being talked about more than Punk and Jade Cargill? Yes. Yes.
Oh, wee.
Dude, we need an Uncle Howdy and Cena moment. Just a moment. Just a little backstage, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm walking here type of deal.
He did. I think you got that with the Sister Abigail.
That's true. That's true. That's fair.
And
That
then
was
him-
a Bray Wyatt moment for sure.
And then him looking up.
What if it's just them, Uncle Howdy walking by and just goes, wee, and then just fades off into the background.
It'd be cool if he just says, "I see you now, John. I've always seen you, and so did my brother.
Oh, come on, that dude. Goosebumps. It's gotta be
All right, number two. Number two, love for CM Punk here or Jade?
I'll go Jade. I was just far more impressed by that.
Yeah. Jade. C. Punk. Three.
Punk 3.
Dude, that was a dope sweater he was wearing.
I liked
It
it.
was a dope sweater. I liked it too. Any love for Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? Any love for Jey Uso?
No, I'm
Any
going
love
Ray.
for-
Ray Mysterio. Ray and Dom, probably back to back. Shit, man. I almost put Ray and Dom ahead of Jade.
Ooh.
We don't have to.
Yeah,
We don't have to, but I think
I like it. We'll
Okay.
shove everyone else down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a generation. That's a match of the generation there, dude.
yeah, man.
It's like if LeBron James and Bronny had a 1v1, you know?
It'd be a terrible match. Because LeBron would absolutely fucking cook him. Absolutely just
So
cook
that
his own
puts
son.
Jade at 4. Jade at 4, Punk at 5.
Yeah. I feel better about that.
Okay, I agree. Alrighty. All right. 6.
Kabuki
State-of-the-art
Warriors?
graphic. I do like Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah. Wait, so sorry, who did you put at 6?
Kabuki Warriors.
Okay. That's Kabuki Warriors. Okay.
Kabuki Warriors. Any love for Raquel getting her first world title match?
We
here?
could put Judgment Day, like the Judgment Day
Okay.
girls, put them both there.
The
Judgment Day bracket girls.
How about Judgment Girls?
The Judgment girls. Sure.
Okay.
Ilya Dragunov?
Yeah, I like Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah. Is he winning you over with this open challenge?
The only thing is like it's so interesting is I know the WWE is about stories, but for me, adding stories to the open challenge just makes it so polluted.
Sure.
Like him running around trying to be like the sheriff of the mid card and create peace is not doing it for me. He should just be the guy that's sitting on top of the mountain enjoying the chaos, kind of. But he's a babyface.
You
So
want
of
him?
course
You want him to be a Shao Kahn, another Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat reference. You just
Yeah,
want him in his throne as like the people
Yeah,
fight for the right
yeah.
to fight him.
Yeah, and then like I know like Tama Tonga challenged or like had a stare down with him. That'd be a cool match, but the open challenges should be just as pure as it can be because it is rare in SmackDown, especially SmackDown booking as a reviewer of SmackDown, we get clean finishes. It's the only time we got clean finishes was Sami Zayn, and then that started to get polluted. And I feel like Ilya Dragunov is going to get polluted. And that sucks because he could put on bangers, clean matches. And people go like, oh, that means you don't like Ilya. No, I like Ilya, but I like Ilya when he's clean. Number 9. Any love for where we got Dom? Any love for Cody? No? Are you don't have the adrenaline in your soul? Are you gonna have to inject it?
No, I don't. I'm not feeling Cody right now. Logan Paul. I know, but like, bruh. Bro, I think you gotta. Good boy. Good boy. What do we?
How long have you been with
How long have you been with her? I hate how well you do that. It's concerning.
Number 10. Numero 10, my guy. The number 10 spot. I'm thinking like
AJ
Charlotte and
Styles,
Alexa.
Dragon Lee. Charlotte and Alexa, I could see it.
They had that cool zoom rack focus when they ran into the ring.
You like? Oh, dude, we were dying laughing at how bad that was.
It looked cheesy, but it
Yeah.
looked like chaotic, and I kind of liked it. Boy. I mean, yeah, you could go Dragon. Like, who has the momentum right now into the John Cena thing? Like, who's the one that everyone's thinking? Like, I know Gunther, but he hasn't been mentioned.
Yeah, we can't really have Gunther here.
I'm trying to think of like anyone else. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed.
None of them did it for me this week.
I could put Jay here.
You know you're lying to yourself by putting Jay
Paul-
here. You know that's a
Put
straight
Paul
up lie.
Heyman. I could put Paul Heyman. I could put Dragon Lee.
What about SmackDown?
Dragons.
There's got to be something over there on SmackDown.
Let me look at my IG here. What's going down?
Oh, there was nothing. There was a contract signing.
I mean, Penta beat Grande. The Jade thing. Yeah, Sheamus. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess we can do Jey Uso. I just know it's wrong. I just know it's not right.
Kiana, like how long ago was Kiana James facing Tiffany?
She didn't do that last week.
Yeah,
I think we had Kiana James on the last New Heat order.
you did. Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, Raquel. What am I doing, Raquel?
We have
Screw
Judgment Day girls there already.
Oh, damn it! You're right.
Okay, what
All
about
right.
Dragon Lee and AJ Styles?
Put Jey Uso, dude. There's your list. Get out. Go and get out. Get out of here. Number 10, Jey Uso. Number 9, Logan Paul. Number 7, Judgment Girls. Number 6, Kabuki Warriors. Number 5, Punk. Number 4, Jade Cargill. Number 3, Dominic Mysterio. Number 2, Rey Mysterio. Number 1, John Cena.
John Cena.
If the LA Dodgers were going to lose, I was convinced that it was Michael Hayes that booked this MLP because they want the main event Blue Jays to win.
It's just me, Blues.
Not anymore.
Oh, man. And people are like, oh, man, that's just your WrestleMania 39 moment. Next year's WrestleMania 40. We ain't going back. That was a magical run. We are not repeating that. It needed to be right there, right now, and we were not able to do it. We missed it. That's it. All right. Well, let's get to shouting out our $15 patrons. Thank you guys for listening to the Wrestling is Cool podcast. An extra special shout out goes out to our $15 patrons. They are the producers of the show.
Breaking news. The Colts have traded 2 first-round picks
that.
for Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner. Wow.
Yeah, Jets are going all in, man. They believe in Indiana Jones. You know,
he played terribly last week.
I had my buddy. This was literally like at the Jays game 1. We were talking about the Colts, and you know how like everybody's like calling him Indiana Jones because it's funny. You know, Daniel Jones in Indiana. I don't think my buddy had heard the joke before because he goes, "Isn't it funny that they have Daniel Jones and he plays in Indianapolis, Indiana? Like." People are going to start calling him Indianapolis Jones. And I looked at him. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? The joke is right there. You went with Indianapolis Jones over just Indiana Jones? Are you fucking dumb? A special thank you goes out to Chargers are posers and frauds. Well, yeah, everyone's freaking hurting. We're still somehow 6-3. How'd the Cowboys do? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Shut up. 4 weeks and still no NXT hot takes, pussy.
I know. I'm a Cowboys fan. I know. We know.
Good. I'm glad you know. Don't forget it. Don't forget. I'm good. All right, Jerry Seinfeld. Aiden, Abreem Zuda, Alex Regal, Alex, Alfie the Chosen One, Alfie Walvi, American Nightmare, Cody Lander, Antonio Arjona, Antony, Arctic Wolf, Ariel Pacheco, Arrogance, Ashley, Ozzy Kingslayer, Ayo Carr, Bailey Saunders, Beans, Be Hostile, Bing Bong Wepa, Blenda, Black Lesnar, Blue Cord, Bluefish, Boy Mal, Bradley, Braden Primo, Braden Keaton, Brody Cyphers, Brian Gallardo, Caleb Parker, Cameron Waring, Cameron Talks WWE, Carlos Gonzalez, CB, Chimchar Collectibles, Chocolate Santi, and the Sanch Dog Flavored Water. Wait, why am I Chocolate Santi? What is that? What even is that? Chris Butner, Lucas, Chunky Gonzalez, Clay, Colby Mayo, Cool Whip Tim, Corey King, the Blue Jays lose. Dalton Dunbar, Dan Schubert, Demon Child, Derek Barnhart, Diego Villeda, Digi, D. Lopez, Dylan, Sean, Egg Toes, El Juan de Americano, El Joshi, Eric Rees, Romero, Aaron Thorne, Isach, Joe Alt is Joe out. This season is over. 5 Knuckle RKO, Fletcher Walpole, FMFCMA. Forget the hyphen between 5 and 4. Freezer, Fugnux, Gabriel Meza, Garrett Woods, Gilbert Deans, Go Blue Jays, Governor, GXA Man, Heath Robertson, Hey Shakes. Hi, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Wepa. I'm Rick James, bitch. Ian McNugget, I'm Braun Strowman, Imposter Sancho. Issa says Jay's lost because Santi didn't oil up. It's Mista, it's Astro Kid, Jack Harris, Jackson Parrish, Jacob Mueller, Jacob Pena, Jacob Saffel, Jake Shavoya, Jared Hernandez, Jared Leverdur, Jason Didios, Jason Flint, Jason Vane, Javier Rodriguez, Jax Teller, Jace Cal, Javion McDuffie, JC Worley, Jelly Goose Lesnar Roll, Jelly Roll, Jeremiah Finley, Jeremiah Kelly, Jahihi Ahihi, Joe Velez, Joey Romig, Jonathan Cox, Johnny Moore, Johnny Owens, Jordan Lynch, Jaws B, Joshua Kane, Juliana Sarfi, Justin Brooks, Justin Perkins, Caleb Martin, Karrion Cross, Ask Me, ESPN Plus or Dinner with Jay-Z, Ken Yu, Kevin Bega, Kayon P, Kuwaiti Rick Boogs, Liam, Lil Shifu, Lachlan, look, it's Pac-Man, Wepa, Majed, Mark, Marnie YCSM, Matthew Oberg, Matthew Watkins, Mossy, Matthew Mayhem Matthew, Meredith Lee, Michael Paz, Michael Trevino, Michael Vera, Michelle McCool replaced my username, Miguel Paredes, Minoru Suzuki is goated, Mitchell X, Muhammad H. Ahmed, Muhammad Al-Banai, my mom's heel turn happened before Jey Uso's, Nathan Tully, Nicholas Kyle, Nick Bushkis, Nahilis, NyQuil Pad, Noah Booth, Nomad, Obafemi for US champ, not IC champ, Obi Nobi, Oil Up Now, Santi69, OJ the DM, Oliver Hammonds, Oscar Ruiz, Papa Bear 26, Papa R, Pat McMark, Frody, Prince Vegeta, Rashad Walton, Reaper God, Rick Marr, 1R, Ricky Dutcher, Royce Ruffo, Ruben Sanchez, Ryan Spradley, Riley, Sadie Brinks, Alguero. Sancho doesn't get a safe space on the thumbnail. Sancho's #1 fan. Santi, oil up for Cena retirement match. Santi, fat back old bitch. Zap, okay. Santi doesn't know how to spell Ryan. Or Rian, it's Rian. I don't know, Rian, Ryan, I don't know. Santi's tribal chief Gibby Fresh, Sauce God, Saudi Rick Bug, Savage Field, Semba, Shaggy WWE, Shane, Shitstain Nakamura, Sir Nightmare, Slime Manny, Steve Lentils, Super Malachi Galaxy, the Vanilla Joe Rilla, the LA Knight Mega Glazer, Jacob Kufis, the final boss, Bloodline Rules. There goes Sip God, the Wepa Warrior, Bing Bong, Tim Higgins, Toasty, Tobias Burnett, Tom Lehman, Tom Cerati, Trent Head, Trevor Harder, Tribal Chief, Joshua Uso / put Sancho on the thumbnail, Tycho, Tyler Logan, Unknown Zero, Vegan Penguin, Venom, Verzo, Voidsy, Juan Pablo III, White Mexican, William Newton, Zax Mira, YM Cab, Yo Girl Side, Zach Griffin, Zacharias Cox, Zay2K needs Santi to oil up, Zeke Love, and Lord BB&J. Thank you guys for supporting the Wrestling is Cool podcast. We'll see you folks on the next one. Take care and be wonderful people. Goodbye, everybody.